Good morning, Willard students. I'm Mrs. Daly, the assistant principal of Willard School, and we are so excited to have you back at school. We made this little video because we know things are going to be a lot different this year. We hope it helps answer any questions or concerns you might have. Enjoy! Before you arrive at school each day, we are asking students to complete a self-check at home. This self-check is a screening tool that we are asking all students and staff to complete before getting on the school bus or entering our school. This screening tool will be available to families online and asks questions such as, are you experiencing a cough, shortness of breath, a fever, chills, muscle pain, headache, sore throat, a loss of taste or smell? Have you come into contact with anyone who has tested positive for COVID-19? Or does anyone in your household have any symptoms of COVID-19? Or have you traveled outside Maine to any states that are not on the approved list of states? Morning drop-off. Families may begin dropping off students at 7:45 a.m. As parents pull into the circle in front of the school, they will be met by a staff member that will help the students get out of the car. Please remember that as you exit the vehicle, you must have your mask on and parents should stay in the vehicle. Once out of the car, students should safely walk to the building, minding the 3 feet rule. Students dropped off early may wait in the library, or if they need breakfast, they can head to the cafeteria. Buses will begin to drop off students at 8:05. As you are getting off of the bus, please remember to listen to your bus driver's directions. Patiently wait your turn and safely walk off of the bus, making sure you are wearing a mask and staying at least 3 feet away from the students in front of you. There may be a short wait to get into the building and up the stairs. Please be patient and pay attention to the 3 feet rule. A good visual to use is the person in front of you should be at least 1 arm's length away. Students that arrive by bus will either go straight to their classrooms or to the cafeteria for breakfast. If you are a 1st or 3rd grader, you will enter the building through the left side doors. If you are a 2nd or 4th grader, you will enter the building through the right side doors. All students that are part of our self-contained program will enter through the right door as well. While walking through the hall to your classroom or breakfast, it is important to keep your mask on and keep at least 3 feet away from the people around you. When you get to your classroom, you will need to put away your belongings. The staff at Willard want to be sure your belongings are safe as well, so it will be important to speak with your classroom teacher about where you will keep your belongings. Throughout the day, when you are walking through the hall, please remember to use your walking feet, 0 voices, and keep at least 3 feet between you and the person in front and behind you. It will be important that you keep your eyes open and be aware of your surroundings at all times. When you are in the cafeteria for breakfast or lunch, you will have an assigned seat, and all students will face the same direction and remain 6 feet apart while masks are off. Please stay seated unless you have permission from the teacher to get up. The cafeteria staff will help the students select their breakfast and lunch. All meals will be served in a covered container. The cafeteria staff will also enter in the student lunch numbers so that there is no cross-contamination on the number pad. When you are in the library, you will be able to check out and return books. Library visits will be limited to 5 students at a time. When students enter the library, they will put all returned books into a bin that will sit for 72 hours before being put back into rotation. Students will use hand sanitizer before touching any other books. Keep masks on and maintain at least 3 feet from each other while browsing the books. After students have checked out their books, they will use hand sanitizer again and return to the classroom. All students will have their own bathroom pass. This pass will be laminated so that it can be easily disinfected. When students go to the bathroom, they will need to see if there are any other bathroom passes hanging from the 2 hooks outside of the bathroom. If not, hang your pass and enter the bathroom. If 2 passes are already hanging from the hooks, then you must wait your turn by standing on one of the 2 social distancing circles placed on the floor outside of the bathrooms. If 2 people are already waiting, then you must return to your classroom. 2 students can be in a bathroom at a time, but only 1 student can be at the sink at a time. Please stand on the social distancing circle to wait for your turn. Once done in the bathroom, please grab your bathroom pass and return to the classroom. Recess is a time of the day where students can enjoy physical activity while also enjoying a mask break. In order for everyone to remain safe, all students must maintain at least 6 feet between themselves and other students while playing on the playground. Each grade level will have its own set of recess toys to play with, which will be disinfected on a daily basis. During recess, students can free throw basketballs, jump rope, swing, and run around with friends. When recess is done, students will either wash their hands or use hand sanitizer before eating lunch. When you are traveling through the hallways or the tunnel to specials or the cafeteria, it will be important to make sure that you are following proper social distancing guidelines and remain at least 3 feet from anyone else in the hallway, either in front, back, or to the side of you. We are fortunate to have wide halls at Willard that allow for two-way traffic. However, it will be especially important to use your eyes and ears when traveling through the tunnel to make sure that no one is traveling down the tunnel in the opposite direction. The tunnel is not wide enough for two-way traffic, so we need to make sure we don't get into a traffic jam. If we use our eyes and ears and practice kindness and patience, we will all get where we need to go in a safe and timely manner. All students are expected to come to school each day with at least one clean mask and a water bottle. It would be a good idea to bring an extra mask to change out midday. We cannot use the water fountains this year, but we can fill up our bottles at the water bottle filling station. The school will provide each student with a lanyard that will stay in school and be disinfected daily. Students will hook their masks to the lanyard so that the mask does not get lost or fall to the ground when students are taking a mask break, playing at recess, or eating snack, breakfast, or lunch. When visiting the nurse, you will need a pass. The pass will state your reason for visiting the nurse. Please make sure you follow the social distance guidelines and patiently wait for your turn outside of Mrs. Toothaker's office. Notice the lines that are there to help students remember to stay at least 3 feet away from each other. Mrs. Toothaker has a helper this year that will support her with nursing duties. At 2:55, grades 1 through 4 walkers will be called. With masks on and observing appropriate social distancing guidelines, walkers will leave the building on the playground side and immediately walk to the individual picking them up. Students should not gather on the playground during this time. At 3 p.m., pickups and buses will begin to be called. Parents picking up will enter the circle in front of the school. A staff member will meet you at your car to look at the dismissal tag, which should be clearly posted on the passenger side of your vehicle. Using a walkie-talkie, the staff member on duty will call into the school for your child. The student will walk out of the front of the building and to your vehicle. We ask that all adults remain in the car during this time. Bus students will be called over the intercom and will be dismissed from the classroom. When a bus is called, students will gather their belongings and exit the rear of the building. First and third grade students will exit the left side of the building, and second, fourth, and students from our self-contained program will exit from the right side of the building. All students will be wearing a mask and following social distancing guidelines. Once on the bus, students will be asked to sanitize their hands and sit in their assigned seats. I hope this video has helped clear up any questions you may have. We look forward to seeing everyone on Monday. Remember, mask up, Spartans!